Hi, this is John Stoddard with Investor Money TV. I'm going to welcome back Tim Arms, the CEO and president of the For Less group that runs the Lift Kits for Less. Tim, you just came off a really great quarter, but we want to talk about what you guys have plans for the future and what you're building here. So I want to split this up like a pitch deck. You're giving a pitch to investors and start with what's the opportunity. So tell me, what trends are you riding right now?
COVID, everybody, the whole world habitually is getting into buying online. Things that were offline, they're buying it online. Auto parts is no different. Matter of fact, auto parts you might say is a laggard, which gives us the opportunity to get into it. A lot of other things, like furniture, for example, it's gone recently increased 14 to 15%, almost year over year for the last couple of years in growth on selling online. So auto parts is around 3% of auto parts are sold online, and it is expected to, start taking off. You're kind of at that bottom of that bell curve where it takes off. Worldwide, this year we're at about 39 billion in e-tailing auto parts. It should be in the next 5 to 7 years, almost $100 billion.
There was a big laggard of people ordering furniture online because it's not like ordering a book or a phone or
Right.
bike equipment or anything from Amazon. I mean, you're talking about a big piece of furniture. So why did this happen? Why did it take so long to adjust to?
And when we started in 2016, we did about $2 million, $2.5 million in sales. Last year we did 8 million, and we're on track to do right at 10 million this year.
So this marketplace we're building right now is for all auto parts, for all cars, all auto parts, which means it's going to be a marketplace with millions of SKUs, right?
Exactly. When we launch April, May timeframe, we expect to have close to 1 million products available on the site. So we have a data feed now. We've got 1 million products that we could actually all load them up tomorrow on Lift Kits for Less, but we only load up about less than 100,000 because we're just selling lift kits. So the parts are there already. We've got the feed. So we'll do about 1 million parts.
So you're talking about Ford, Chevy, and all the other car makers uploading their aftermarket parts or replacement parts, and any third-party vendors, right?
Right. There's actually 3 companies that build the data for the auto parts industry. So basically, what we do, we take a feed from 1 or 2 of those auto part data build. Okay. So they actually keep here's an image of the part, here's the part number, all the information that, here's the fitment, year, make, model, all of that information that comes in on a feed, so we're not having to go and knock on every door by every manufacturer or resell. We can load it all up, and then the resellers come in and they just claim, I sell this part, I sell this part, I've got this in my warehouse, I can ship this for free, I can do it in one day. They come in and they just kind of claim the parts that they sell. It's real easy for them, and then they can start selling it. It sounds like a mystery, like, oh God, we've got to go knock on the door of every manufacturer and ask them to sell. No, that's not the case. We'll get a feed in, and we'll start off with around 1 million parts, and then we think, we can go to multi-million parts pretty quickly.
Here's the big question now. Why hasn't somebody built this before? I mean, you've got big sellers, and maybe this feed was uploaded to Amazon, or one of these 3 companies upload the products to eBay. Why hasn't somebody built a auto parts centric marketplace?
So the centric markets are Amazon and eBay. They are by far the biggest. Walmart plays a little bit in the game, and then you've got a lot of resell. So reseller is, I have a warehouse, so then I'll put the stuff in my warehouse online and I'll sell it and I'll make the difference. So it's not a market. It's really just a reseller who has inventory who's selling. We are saying, okay, we're going to make a better experience for the buyer and the seller. It's going to be more oriented just to the auto parts industry, which is, there's a lot of information when you go to buy an auto part. What make is it? What year is it? What the size is it? So there's a lot of different information that is, okay, so when the seller comes in, when do you ship it? Where are you located? How long is it going to be? Is it free shipping? What are your return policies? And we're also working, based off our, AI, a seller will go to the top of the marketplace based off of what they offer. Free shipping, if they get there in a day, how easy it is to return. So those are really the thing right now that we're really working.
So you already have a market with Lift Kits for Less. You got third-party vendors already creating a marketplace for buyers and sellers that are interacting, already doing $10 million. Now, with millions and millions of parts up there, how big do you think your company can be?
We think we can be $1 billion company.